This is the Ridiculously Random Podcast where we talk about everything except pro wrestling.
Whoa! Hey! Can I get a word in here? I want to introduce myself.
Oh, wait a second! I haven't even introduced myself. I'm your host, Big Ray, and this is my co-host, Colin Wysong.
Yes, so this is the Ridiculously Random Podcast where we talk about movies, tech, games, pop culture, pretty much whatever the we want to talk about.
Oh, will you stop? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show.
Well. It's been a long fucking time, guys. Maybe I shouldn't curse right off the bat, right, Colin? What do you think?
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Hey. Oh, this is the extended version, by the way.
Is this like our sad music that we play whenever we do sad music?
This is the music. This is the music that we play whenever somebody like Betty White dies.
Oh no, that's not good music.
What's going on, Colin? You gonna pay any fucking attention to me?
I'm tweeting that we're live.
Oh,
okay. Fuck it. We're gonna do it live.
Already,
apparently, we've got people in the chat, Big Ray.
Oh shit. Well, you know what? I have chat music. So I don't know if you should I go to the chat music? What do you think, Colin?
You should go to the chat music.
All right. You know, I'm still learning this whole gimmick here. But all right, let's go to the chat music. Here we go. This is the next level wrestling review chat music. How do I stop this? All right. There we go.
Appropriate for our show.
This is nice. I think I'm going to change this, and I'm not going to use this with the vet because I don't think he appreciates this fucking song.
I think he does.
You think he does?
He's the vet. He has a certain standard. He comes to the Hami Media Group shows to talk wrestling and not deal with our shenanigans, Big Ray.
Will you fucking hurry up, dude? I have no fucking oxygen here on the moon.
You're the one that left the ship and didn't put your oxygen tank on, okay?
Can we acknowledge the chat? And then we can. There are probably people here that are like, "What the fuck is this?" You know, they've never heard of us, or they never heard of this show.
You can like dial down the "It's Always Sunny" music just a skosh.
Just a skosh.
There
you go. Fine.
All right.
So who's in the chat?
Who's in the chat? We've got some great Hami Media Group members here, and ridiculously randos. Is that what we're calling them? What do we want to call them?
Ridiculously randos sounds like people
you meet on the subway.
Park a van by an elementary school.
All right. Well, we've got. I'm gonna acknowledge her first. We've got Liz in the chat. We've got Bobo. Got Canada Spaceman. Frank's Pickle Barrel Ass. We've got Media M5. We've got Javi. We've got Cujo 62.
Goddamn right we do.
We've got Gam Wolfers. Let's see. We've got Sonic the Hedge Rat over on the old Twitch channel there at twitch.tv/ridiculously-random-pod. Frank Picklebarrel's ass. He just smoked 2 blunts with Ben on the AEW watch along and 8 shots of Fireball.
Jesus Christ.
Now he's making a grilled cheese and ham on rye, Big Ray.
Oh, that sounds good. This is so much better with people.
Delicious.
Remember we used to do the show just like cold?
Yeah, it was just me and you.
Yeah, that was kind of it's fine, right?
I think we're good. We're good.
All right. So is that everybody in the chat?
Not Steve McQueen. He's not Steve McQueen. He's in the chat.
Okay.
And Dominicans. There's a bunch of Dominicans.
There's no Dominicans. There are no fucking Dominicans here.
I believe that.
What do you want?
Well, Ray.
What?
All right, look, we put over the chat.
Enough
chat for right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Enough chat. Ray, what have you been doing? I feel like I haven't seen you since the last time we did the show.
So here's the deal. All right. I think if I'm correct, the last time we did the show was in fucking 2020.
It was.
And my question to you is, why the fuck did we do the show anyway? Am I too bright? I feel like I look like a ghost.
I'm probably too bright, but it's okay, Ray. Ray, no one cares about your lighting situation, especially because you're on the moon.
Oh. Does it look more moony? Like anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, the sun is shining perfectly on you right now, okay?
If you masturbate on the moon and you finish, does it bounce? Like,
It just goes on forever. Like,
does it just
it
keeps
just
on?
swims like this, yeah.
You don't think
Swims.
anybody tried that on the moon, like for the very first time? Come on. I would have.
Probably did.
I would have done it.
You think Neil Armstrong was out there jerking off aliens?
I don't know about aliens.
We come in peace with handies.
Yes. Have you seen that commercial for the corn gimmick? That's just a fucking
Yes.
hand. You put the corn in the palm. The guy's like fucking going to town on it.
That
It's
is
fantastic.
hilarious.
I wish I had one of those.
That is great.
Yeah.
So
I
Ray,
bought 3
nothing,
actually.
nothing new. I think
Well,
we stopped doing the show because you
so
left to go. Christ compelled you,
bullshit. I call bullshit on that.
and you left and you came back
That's not true.
married.
What?
You came back married.
What are you talking about?
You're married.
That's not
now.
why. That's not why. It's not why we finished watching. Stop watching the show, doing the show, whatever. We stopped doing the show because of you, because you got fucking promoted, asshole.
All of us. We all got promoted.
God damn it.
You want to know what really happened, Big Ray?
What do you want?
You want to know what really happened? Why we had to break up the show?
Why?
Because Ray, it's a little bit of a tease to one of our top 5 for the evening, which is top 5 worst things that have happened since 2020.
A lot of fucking things bad
A lot
happen.
of fucking things, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Well, go ahead. Sorry.
So for me, Ray, in
Mhm.
2020,
Right.
like a lot of people,
Mhm.
I got interested into the stock market, right?
We're not going to talk about this, right?
And in one day, Ray,
We're going to talk.
one day, Ray, I made $10,000, Ray. You see that right there? One day,
Yeah.
right? Right. And then I turned that $10,000 into $1 billion, Ray. You see that number right there on the screen?
No, you didn't.
That's $1 billion. Yeah, no, that's true. That's a screenshot from my crypto wallet. I made $1 billion. But I got caught up in watching Paris Hilton and Jimmy Fallon that I took my billions of dollars and I bought NFTs because they said that these NFTs are usually worth about a couple $100,000, right? So I took my billions and I bought 3 NFTs for $333,000. Would you like to see those NFTs?
Sure.
This one, what do you think of it? It's
the
a beautiful chibi cat.
Was that a cat eating
He's very confused.
He's eating a shit stick? What is that?
Yeah, it's a
what
popsicle.
is that?
It's a popsicle.
That's not a popsicle.
Ice cream.
Well,
and I got this one. Do you think
Colin,
I spent my money well? I'm not a billionaire anymore because I bought these and these went to zero, Ray. Look at it. That one's cute though. Why? I can't get any money for this one. He's got like a little Naruto headband. He's got spring eyebrows. I can see you looking at me around the picture, Big Ray. So I'm not a billionaire anymore. I lost it all.
All right. So my question to you is, first and foremost, if you had any money, why are you wearing that hat?
Because I got it in a free box, bro. You don't make millions by spending
the
money.
That's not the same fucking shit you got from the pro wrestling crate, like fucking 2016.
Yeah, same hat.
What is wrong with you? Anyway, so a lot of things have changed since 2020. I've gotten married. You've gotten engaged. You've do you have like another kid or something?
Yeah, we have the family fiend is doing just fine.
Right. So you had another baby. Wait, did you have the fiend when we were doing the baby fiend? When you did the show?
Baby fiend was around. Yeah,
he was around. Well, he was always around because he's a spirit.
Yeah,
but in human form,
much like Mike Myers,
like Danhausen.
No swearing.
Okay,
you already broke that rule.
So people need to understand something really quickly. So what this podcast is, what this video show is, it's if you ever watch Seinfeld, it's about nothing. So basically, me and Colin are just going to be talking shit. It could be news, it could be sports, it could be whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Apparently, there's a lot of fucking news today. I'll tell you that to talk about. But basically, every single week we're going to come in here, try to make you smile. But there will be some times where we might have maybe some like a serious conversation. That's why it's like fucking random. Isn't that right, Colin?
That is true. There's no telling what we could talk about because I mean we have stories lined up. We could just go down a whole rabbit hole of whatever. Now, Ray, I do have to apologize to you for whatever shenanigans happened with your credit card whenever Fame Black took over after you left the show.
I wanted to talk.
He told me not to bring that up, but I look, it was all Fame Black.
So here's the deal. So the people that didn't know, and was it because I went to find Jesus? Jesus is always there.
Jesus is always he was hiding in a bush in the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
I was in a very dark place at that time, and I really needed to just fucking get away from everything. That's a fact. That's exactly what was happening. I can't believe we actually have people in the chat.
Your head's shiny, apparently.
My head is shiny. Both.
That's terrible.
It's not terrible. You know what it is?
Yeah, well, that's disgusting.
So, anyway,
did you hear your favorite baseball player is the only baseball player getting inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame this year? Big Ray,
Big Poppy.
Say that again.
Big Poppy.
Big Poppy.
Is that me saying it?
In the Major League Hall of Fame? Yeah, aren't you a giant? Don't you?
The Red Sox. Big Poppy.
Where'd you get that from,
awesome.
Colin, stop it.
It's fucking awesome, guys. It's Kapak.
Where'd you get that from?
Where did I get what from?
Those fucking sound bites.
From the Ridiculously Random podcast, probably, or the Smack Attack. One of the two shows that we used to do.
So my question to you is this. Colin, do you know anything? Did you ever play a sport in your life?
Yes, I did jiu-jitsu. I played soccer.
I said sport, not rolling around with naked men.
It is a sport.
Fucking getting your jollies off. I want to learn karate. Roll on the ground, getting boners. Not that. Like a sport with a bat or a ball and a net.
I played baseball. I played coach pitch. I played soccer.
Do you know anything about baseball?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you know about? So let me ask you a question. So you got all these fuckers. Okay, go ahead.
I said I know the greatest team in all of Major League Baseball is
the Red Sox.
Stop it. There's certain people we're gonna ban from this chat already if they pop in with their Red Sox bullshit. I have that person's name in my mind. As soon as I see it, block.
Don't pick on Kelly.
Kelly
D.
We have Gam Wolfers here. Sonic the Hedge Rat. Did you mention Frank's Pickleberry ass? He's here. Yeah. Anyway, so my question to you is that, like, you have all these fucking people that they didn't let in the Hall of Fame. Didn't fucking Big Poppy, didn't he test positive for steroids?
He did. A lot of them did.
So then why is he in this? I don't understand. The reason why Barry Bonds and fucking Roger Dickhead Clemens, even though he was a New York Yankee, but I never accepted him as a New York Yankee because I can't stand Roger Clemens or A-Rod. Okay. Why are they in the Hall of Fame? I mean, why are they not in the Hall of Fame in this fucking big Platano eating motherfucker is?
Because much like wrestling, which we don't talk here at the Ridiculously Random podcast, you've got a bunch of sports writers who have their own opinions about how things should be and aren't just looking at the analytical facts. They're looking at what a person did outside of the sport as well as inside of the sport.
What does Big Poppy playing for the Minnesota Twins have to do anything, Professor?
Because he played for the Minnesota Twins before he went to the Red Sox.
And that's when he started using the steroids. Mm-hmm. Because when he was playing in Minnesota Twins, was it Ray? He didn't understand English. He's not Japanese. Oh, he spelled English. He spelled that right.
That was you being racist.
They just
much like Whoopi Goldberg.
They just bro. Do you want to jump into the very first story?
Yeah, let's do it.
Holy fuck. Okay. So you've done your research, right? Because I could set up the sound clips and shit. Because the shit here is fucking incredible. You know what? Maybe what I should do first is, because since I have the sound clip actually clipped off, Whoopi Goldberg, I'm just going to play what Whoopi Goldberg said. Okay. This is off of Fox News, courtesy of Fox News. I'm going to play what Whoopi Goldberg said and why people are upset. Cool, Colin? And then you can kind of break down what happened. And then
that works. Let's go.
All right, here we go. And Whoopi Goldberg's a piece of shit, in my opinion. But let's
Fat Booker T apparently is Frank.
Let's go back and play Whoopi's original comments on The View that led to this suspension just announced.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I feel being black, when we talk about race, it's a very different thing to me. So I said that I felt that the Holocaust wasn't about race. And people got very, very, very angry and still are angry. I mean,
Let me just stop her real quick. This is her retorting after the fact, after what she said. But then you're going to hear a clip of what she actually said on The View. And there was a lot more that they actually cut off here that we're going to talk about. But she's kind of explaining herself to Colbert. Here we go.
You know, all of the mail from folks and the very real anger, because people feel very differently. But I thought it was a salient discussion because as a black person, I think of race as being something that I can see. So I see you and I know what race you are. Then let's be truthful about it, because the Holocaust isn't about race.
Now, I'm going to stop this real quick because this is now her on The View. And the first thing that comes out of her stupid big mouth is the Holocaust is not about race.
No, it's not about race. It's about
a different race.
Now, Colin, real quick. Now you can hear the other fucking ostriches chirping. You know, they're like, you can see the uncomfortable look at the look of horror in their eyes as she continues to spew this fucking bullshit. Okay, here we go.
But it's not about race. It's not about race.
What is it about?
Because it's about man's inhumanity to man. That's what it's about.
But it's about white supremacy. It's
Well,
about
but
going
it's not-
after
it's
Jews
not about
and
ideal race.
gypsies and
But these are two.
Oh God, can they stop talking over each other?
That is,
For like one
dude. That's
second.
all it is. That's all
Okay.
it is them talking over each other.
It's not done, but there were several conversations going on at one time. Here we go.
white groups of people.
Well,
How
that
do
was
we
after black
but
people
how-
too.
see them as white
And they
men.
were
But you're
after
missing the
homosexuals.
point. You're
Yeah.
missing the point.
Yeah.
The minute you turn it into race, it goes.
Okay, I'll stop it there. That might be the most stupid fucking thing I have ever heard anyone that has any semblance of education from grade 1 to 7 ever say. I want to hear your opinion real quick on this.
Well, it's so stupid because they're trying to do this whole portrayal that like you know, like they're trying to lump all these different people in as white. Like they're trying to make a diverse white group. Like they're trying to make Italians white people. They're trying to make Jewish people white. Hey, I hate to let you guys know, but most of Jewish ancestry, if traced back, it's traced back to black people.
Sure
Not-
fucking is.
Not white people.
fucking
You know,
is.
there's a group of guys that stand in downtown areas. They usually are wearing all black. They're
A-Track
called
Brown.
huh? Well,
A-Track Brown.
A-Track, I think he might be a part of the Hebrew Israelites.
The Israelites, right?
Yeah, you know, they'll stand, they'll yell at you. I like to go out there and let them yell at me about being a white demon.
Right.
And
And then you tell them you're albino and they feel like
Yeah.
shit.
yeah, I'm like, I'm an albino Jew, bro. One of the
You
people.
see, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about this. So I get a pass, right? Because I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Latino, right? Now, when my brother was a toddler, when he was a little kid, my brother had blue eyes and blonde hair. And there were times that people in the park would not believe that my mother was his real mother, but it was. It just runs in our family. We have, you know, everybody's mixed. Number one. Okay, that's number one.
At the end of the
So-
day.
So number two, so now this dumb bitch, okay, and I will use that. She's a dumb bitch. This is my humble opinion. This idiot goes on and says, well, race is something that you see. That holy shit. I gotta put this over right now. This is my buddy, Mario. This is not my this is my buddy. I'm not gonna tell you what, well, you know, we work together. And he is on the job listening. Because usually I'm the one pulling trash at this time. You know that, right, Colin?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, big shout out to Mario. Do you know Mario is extremely well hung? Did you just freeze?
No, I think my son just fell.
Oh, he's
So I'm
the
just waiting
fuck.
for
You want to
him.
go check on him, see if
No,
he's all right?
no, the fiend's out there with him.
Good God, so anyway, so is he fine? Is he crying or
mean,
anything?
I mean, a little bit.
All right. You want to go check on him? I could
No,
talk
no,
about
he's fine.
I could talk about Mario's penis. It's incredible.
No, he's good. He's good.
You sure?
Yeah. We don't have to talk. I actually kind of want to be here for Mario's penis talk. So
all right. Well, anyway, it's anyway. What were we talking about again? Oh yeah.
you were talking about Mario's penis.
No, forget about that thing. I'm very jealous. So, all jokes aside, man, we'll go back to Whoopi Goldberg. So, my point is this. This is what I was trying to say. No, he's not my boss. He's my
Your bro. He's asking for your brothers.
He's not my bro. Well, we don't know. We might be related. Because I remember one time, it was hilarious. We were both changing in the locker room, right? Me and Mario, and we turned around at the same time, and we were about 2 feet away, and we both knocked over the table. I know. It's fucking incredible. Anyway, so with Whoopi Goldberg, right, Colin, she says race is something that I can see as a black woman, as I can see. Number one, I hate the fact that anyone hides behind their race and they think they can say what they want to say. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Colin's going to be very quiet because he's a corporate guy now. He's not going to get into this.
Guy. I can get into this.
So then what are your feelings on this as I almost knock over my green screen behind me?
Well, it's all fucking propaganda. If anything, the last 2 years has taught us since COVID is that you really can't believe a lot of what these people on TV say. They've set out this whole agenda where it's crazy because she got suspended for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Ray. She got suspended for 2 weeks, right? But if someone on the right side of the aisle or a differing opinion would have said something, they'd have been fired. They'd have been kicked out of the industry completely. Or they would try to be canceled 110%. I'm not done yet. If number 4 on The View, which is usually the more right-leaning person, if that person had said something, anything like what Whoopi had said, guess who would be having a new number 4 on their TV show the following day? The View.
Well, I wanted to throw out there that wasn't it Whoopi Goldberg, okay, Miss fucking High and Mighty. By the way, nobody that doesn't have eyebrows can ever tell me what to do. Number one.
Don't forget Dan dancing in blackface. She was okay with that.
She was cool with that. That's fine. It's just a joke. But anyway, she was the one that got Ozzy Osbourne's wife, Sharon, fired from the show. Because she could just not accept the fact that, Sharon Sharon probably didn't mean to say what she said, but no, that's unforgivable. But this fucking porpoise of a woman is able to say what the hell she wants to say, okay, and only get suspended for 2 weeks. What type of repercussion is that? Guess what, Chief? She still has, I think, in the double digits in the millions on her contract. She misses 2 weeks. Will she not get paid? Does that money go for fucking training for people that don't know how to fucking speak out of anything other than their asshole, Colin? That's my question to you.
That's all they're good for on TV is speaking out of their asshole, Ray.
It's very fucking frustrating. I'm going to choke. You have anything to say?
Well, it's just you've seen how ever since they've put on these opinion havers, no jabs towards the vet in any way, but like a lot of your news is not news anymore. It's just a person giving you their opinion, right?
Hold on. Is this true? They were on the talk. Sharon was on the talk.
I thought Sharon was on The View. I don't know. I don't watch any of those shows. The talk is basically another show with four women that just talk over each other.
Well, the funny thing is that for people that don't know, I actually grew up with one of those women. I grew up with Adrienne. Claudette's her sister. So funny how people change over the years, right, Adrienne? I don't know. But neither here nor there. So what you're telling me, all right, so didn't Whoopi Goldberg or wasn't Sharon all right, so you know what? Even if Whoopi Goldberg didn't get her fired, I know for a fact that Whoopi Goldberg had a big part in saying that she should be taken off of TV. I know that for a fact because she was I've seen articles and stuff like that. I know she was very boisterous about it, and she has a thing where she'll cancel you. You're canceled, dude, if you don't say the right thing. And again, just because I say, well, as a Latino man, Colin, I think you're fucking stupid because you're white. I can't say that.
I think that's who you meant, Ray, the Meghan McCain girl, because they've all forced her and Joy Behar have forced off a lot of the number 4s.
Right, but then also, this girl was axed too for saying something. I think one of her African American co-host, fucked with her to the point, and then fucking Whoopi eyebrowless Goldberg, she got involved.
Hey, remember
A lot
that
of people
time
got-
Roseanne said something racist when she had the number 1 show in America, and they took her number 1 show away and fired her?
Bro, this cancel culture, and I'm so fucking tired of hearing about it. Yeah, I'm a Latino man.
You're a Latinx man. Let's
Don't
get
say
it
that
right.
shit.
You're a Latinx man.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. I'm fucking Latino. Let somebody fucking call me Latinx. I'll punch you right in the fucking throat. I swear to you on everything. Come on. Fucking call me Latinx.
That's so awesome.
So fucking stupid.
Some homeless dude's gonna call you. He's gonna be like, "I'm one of your Latinx allies, brother," and you're just gonna
Fucking piece of shit. What else we got? What else we got on the fucking docket today? Is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I mean, we could do the whole show on this one fucking gimmick here. Oh, you know what I want to play? I want to play something. So to continue on this, Colin, let me just lower this here just to make sure I get the fucking right gimmick here. There's going to probably be a little commercial. Okay, so this is a Holocaust survivor responding to Whoopi Goldberg. This is also courtesy of Fox News. You ready for this one, Colin? Here we go.
Well, Miss Whoopi Goldberg, I don't know you, but I believe that you're an intelligent woman. And to hear that from you, it really bugs me. Wake up. I have nothing against you. But how can you make a statement like that? You're an educated person, and I respect you. I respect all people in the world, and I want them to have a better world and united. And everybody should have the privilege to live a better life.
Okay, she goes on and on. She's pissed. I'm sure you get the point. Okay, but this woman lived through the Holocaust, Colin.
Hey, can I get some breaking news music?
Fuck yeah, you can. Let me get the gimmick pulled up here.
This is very appropriate to what we're talking about.
Here we go. We have some breaking news. Now, with your breaking news, Colin Wysong.
All right. Well, on Twitter, there is a lady named Sherry Jacobus at Sherry Jacobus, CHERIJACOBUS. Let me see if I can actually bring this up on my Twitter, and I'll share it on the screen.
Oh, you want me to do it while you read it?
No. Right here.
Sure.
Sure.
Just so you understand, also, ladies and gentlemen, I may not look it, but I'm about 16 ounces deep in tequila today.
All right. So this lady here responded to my tweets. You gotta love it. When you get a woman with 185,000 followers, who is the executive producer of America Reads the Mueller Report.
Okay. She's got very kind eyes.
Right?
Not really.
So here, she says Whoopi gets suspended, but Joe Rogan is protected.
Mm-hmm.
And then in her other tweet under that one, she makes a comment about Rogan bots swarm like cockroaches, cutting them off. So she cut her replies off so that because she knew she was getting ratioed on this tweet, basically, right? Because she's an idiot. You're a fucking idiot, right?
Yeah.
So
Me?
she's no, this Sherry lady, not you.
You were looking at me when you said it, though. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm
okay.
Looking
I'm
into
just
the camera, Ray. I'm looking at everyone when I said that.
That's fine. So everybody in the chat's an idiot.
It's okay. It's okay.
The mullet report.
You're not.
I'm putting that over. The
So-
mullet report.
So I just quote tweeted her and said Rogan bots with the laughing smiley emoji, whatever, at Joe Rogan followers out here smoking weed, lifting heavy, and not making bots to roast your tweet. And then she replies back, Joe Rogan defending a guy who taught a dog to do the Nazi salute.
That's not true.
It is very cute that he taught the dog to do that. And then another comment was, no Jews got gassed during the making of that video. So she felt it important enough to retweet that back to me to make a point, but I don't know what point she made there. And I will say here, Canada Spaceman in the chat, Joe Rogan answers no one. As a longtime listener to the Joe Rogan podcast, I listened to Joe Rogan's podcast since like he was on a couch with Brian Redband, and they were the shittiest podcast production ever, right?
Mhm.
I've been watching since then, right?
Worse than ours?
Joe, way worse than ours.
Oh,
We
that's
actually
pretty
have
bad.
roadcasters now. We're upgraded.
Right.
Joe Rogan on his show in the early days used to talk about black cock and
Oh.
used to drop the N-bomb
How
all the
wonderful.
time. All the
Mm.
time. Nobody has said a word, said anything. Nobody cares.
No.
So
I
why
care.
now do
Why?
people care what Joe Rogan has to say?
You know why, Colin? I'll tell you why. I'm going to go to my boy Roman. Roman Reigns. What is it, Roman?
It's like missionary position every single night.
It's the same shit over and over again. These people, I think these people get off, Colin. I really do. I think they get off on seeing other people lose their jobs or seeing other people lose their position. How do I go to the bathroom on the moon? For those just listening on the podcast,
In that Knicks hoodie. Yes. Yes. There you go, John. In the Knicks hoodie. That's how he does it.
are you done?
Yeah. And then he wipes himself with it.
Okay, I just finished wiping now. I just go and it bounces and it just rolls around the exterior of the planet and comes back. It's moon. It's not a planet. Anyway, listen, what are we talking about here, Colin?
Joe Rogan, son.
So I thought the same thing.
Okay, my son wants to come in and say goodnight. You just keep
Okay. All right.
You keep talking. It's fine.
No,
Wholesome content, ladies and gentlemen.
I would love him. So as Colin's son, I'm gonna do
Well,
play by play
he's
here.
not coming in yet. I was
He's
just
gonna-
told that he wants
so
to come in.
He wants to come in. Am I doing play by play or you doing play by play?
You can do play by play. It's okay.
All right. So Colin is looking off to his left. For those listening on the audio content of this, and his son's not here yet. So I'm just gonna fucking say what I have to say. Are we done?
You keep going. Apparently, he's not coming.
Okay, he's not coming.
If he does, you will breaking news.
Okay, I'll get that. Let me
Watch
get that.
it. I said when he comes. Yeah.
All right, I'll get it ready.
Breaking news.
All right, here we go. So no, all jokes aside, guys. This situation with I listened to the podcast with the doctor. I forgot what was his name. Dr. Phillips, was it?
Dr. Robert Mueller.
Mueller. No, it wasn't Mueller.
No, I forgot what his name is. Robert something.
Well, that doesn't fucking help me much, does it, Colin?
Let me look it up. I got you.
Okay,
You
that would
keep
be great.
talking.
But anyway, I listened to the podcast.
Oh,
the
Robert
one that-
Malone. Robert
Malone. Okay, so we were close. And my thing is that maybe I don't totally agree with everything the doctor said. Okay, because I was fooled. We're going to get into that when we talk about the top 5 worst things that ever happened since 2020. Robert Malone, thank you, Gam Wolfers. With this situation, I listened to it and I said to myself, what is wrong with just having a fucking opinion? See, you can have an opinion, right? You can have an opinion, and there's nothing wrong with having that opinion and then having somebody coming in and using facts to prove you wrong. It's called a fucking discussion. Okay? And maybe, and here's the funny thing is maybe your opinion is fucking like there are people that swear to God that the earth is flat. I can see it right behind me. It's not flat, it's fucking round. It's right behind me for those watching. And
I can see myself. I'm like right there.
Where are you, back here?
Yeah, I'm on the moon. I'm on the Earth, right over there.
I see. All right,
that's where mission control is.
I see your terrible beard from here. But anyway, I'm just wondering, when did it change that you can't fucking say something wrong and lose your job? Now, there's certain people that do stupid things. See, there's a fine line because there's a story here that we're going to get into moving forward of this young lady that she lost her job because of something she said on social media. So now there's two sides of it. So I want to play two sides of it. If there's anything else you want to say, I'm going to play this this other story right here with this young lady. Are you just going to stay quiet?
Yeah, keep going. Keep playing. Play the video.
Oh, I haven't played the video. I'm asking you if there's anything else you want to say.
No, keep it. Let's
Anyway.
go. Let's keep it going with the idiots that say dumb shit.
New York City actress Jacqueline Guzman fired from face-to-face films after TikTok rant about street closures for cop's funeral. Here we go. This fucking, now she's an idiot too. But does she have a right to be an idiot and not lose her job? Here we go. Let's see if
We do not need to shut down most of lower Manhattan because one cop died for probably doing his job incorrectly. They kill people who are under 22 every single day for no good reason, and we don't shut down the city for them. So
no, we just burn the city down for them. That's what we do. We don't shut the city down. We burn it down.
No, she deleted
like Seth Rollins.
So now there's two sides of the story here, guys. Should this girl have lost her job for saying something stupid, or is what she said so fucking stupid she deserved to lose her job? Where's that line, Colin? I'm gonna let you go on this one.
I don't think she should have lost her job, but she should definitely be pointed out that you're a fucking idiot for what you said. Like, we all know she's an idiot for what she said. She just doesn't know that she's an idiot for what she said. That's one of the good things about social media and the internet, is because a lot of times, like with that Sherry lady, she had to turn her replies off because she was getting killed in her tweets that she was wrong, and she tried to blame it on Joe Rogan bots. The Chinese bots are getting me, bro. Joe Rogan's fans are not making bots to tweet at you and roast you over your tweet. They're not.
Dude,
no, they're not out there. They're not.
The average, check this out. You know, CNN, Fox, they average about 1 million viewers per episode, per show, right? Joe Rogan has
40 million.
I thought it was 11 million subscribers.
No, I know, but he could reach an audience of like 40 million people.
But he has 11 million.
Yeah.
So that's 10 times, more than 10 times the amount of people that Fox. So what he says affects. So you think that this guy needs bots to talk for him? No, he's got a passionate fan base that respects his opinion. And you know what? I like the way Joe Rogan does his interviews, because Joe Rogan never really goes one way or another. He does change his mind, and it's okay to change your mind. Go ahead, Colin. What'd you put up there? What was that?
Gam Wolfer said she shouldn't have to lose her job, but she need to be sat down and lectured at least, which is true.
This whole hate of authority. This is where it's going, man. This is the problem, Colin. Okay? You see, I think people, and I want you to hear this hear what I'm saying clearly. I think people never like following the law. People don't like following the law. People are against following the rules. People don't like police officers because they don't like, not signaling, when you make that right turn. Or jaywalking, or whatever the fuck you get arrested for, doing crack in the corner, whatever. Well, that's a big difference. Cracking. Anyway, people don't like authority. So everything that's happened since 2020, I think it's all these. You have a lot of people that just don't like being told what to do, and they think they know better than everyone else, and now they're lashing out. And a lot of people are hiding behind their ethnicity, excuse me, to protect them from that. And it's bullshit. It's not fair. Now, with this fucking dumb idiot, should she have lost her job? Probably not. That's not for me to judge. Is she a fucking idiot for saying what she said? Absolutely, because I have a cousin that's on the job. I actually have two cousins on the job. My best friend's sister's on the job. I've had family members, my brother, so on and so forth. I've had people on the job before, and on the job being a police officer. And there are some good, no, you know what? I would say there are a lot of good cops out there. There are some bad cops. Just like they're good people, like me, I'm good, and Colin is very evil. Right, Colin?
Yes. So some of the people in the chat, they're bringing up that Joe could get fired from the UFC. and all these other things. Like, yeah,
I don't think
Dana
so.
White still runs the UFC, but the UFC's owned by what many would say is would be like a left organization, because an agency owns like an acting agency owns the UFC now, basically, right? So actors now own part. That was kind of the thing now, is like actors own part of the UFC now, but Dana still kind of runs it. But Dana's a Trump guy, so Dana would let Joe say whatever he wanted, pretty much. If it was still, I think if it was still owned by the Fertittas, he would definitely let Joe say whatever he wanted. But
Right.
Joe could probably still slip in things, and they're not gonna, you know, because he has to interview fighters. So what if a fighter says something crazy to Joe while he's in the octagon interviewing a guy, right? Well, he's
Right.
not going to he might sidestep the question, but Joe might actually take that time and answer it, right?
Well, Joe has a wicked fucking spinning back kick.
I had all the monies, Canada Spaceman. We went over how I lost it all. Okay.
Yeah, we still have to talk about that, because
It's
for
this
people that
stuff
didn't
right
know,
here.
oh well, people that didn't know, when I stepped away from the podcast, Colin was running it with Theme Black, and we have a credit card that we use to buy space here and time and and stuff, for the podcast.
I had
But my credit
billions.
card, shut up, Colin, shut up. But my credit card was misused on multiple occasions for things like stripping midgets. What was the other thing? A hot tub full of Jello.
An alligator leather couch.
Right. So these are things we have to discuss, and how you're going to pay me back.
The topless European basketball team.
All right, enough. So, Colin, what's that fine line, dude, when it comes to, the difference between saying something stupid and losing your job? Like, do you think Whoopi Goldberg should in fact lose her job now? See? But what about this girl? She lost her job. Is this something stupid?
Well, so with the Whoopi thing, I feel like for as many times as she's probably cost someone a job or been so adamant that someone should lose a job, then she should meet that table. You know what? Like she should get the axe for that, right? Like I know it's two wrongs don't make a right in this situation, right? But I think we can judge the situation with Whoopi Goldberg just a little bit differently than with the airhead New Yorker who doesn't know any better, because she thinks, because of people like Whoopi Goldberg who are saying what they are saying on television, that poor girl thinks the way that she thinks. Would
Okay.
that be a legitimate reason there? It's
I
actually
guess.
Whoopi's fault. So let's fire Whoopi and stop putting shit like this on television, and that young girl won't think that way.
Well, you think they ever would fire Whoopi Goldberg? Do you think
Fuck
Joe
no.
Rogan's gonna lose his job?
No, fuck no.
Mm.
Even if he did, he's still going to walk away with the $100 million that Spotify paid him.
I don't know if it works that way.
There's
my
no way
friend.
for them to break the contract on that.
So even if he gets fired, he still gets paid.
Yes, they
You sure
paid him.
there's-
They Spotify came to Joe Rogan,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
To, hey, we want to exclusively have you be a part of our network, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Now, if he leaves, what's Joe Rogan going to do? He's going to take that $100 million he's got in the bank. He's going to do what he did before. He's going to have his own private podcast like he did, and he's going to be just as successful without Spotify. And guess who's going to lose out on all that money that Joe Rogan was going to make for Spotify?
But now hold on there. Hold on. I forgot who I heard talking about this. But all right, so let's say he decides to go private, right? What if Google doesn't want to work with him?
Dude, he can. There's the Daily Wire.
Okay.
I know a lot of people don't like Ben Shapiro.
I like Ben Shapiro. I think Ben Shapiro's fucking smart as fuck.
But he has done a thing. If you get canceled by Hollywood, come on over here, baby. We got you, right? They brought in Gina Carano.
Right.
There's the basketball player that's in the NBA that they just brought on for that they're trying to push a narrative on because the NBA is kind of shitting on him about his story, and then let them fire Joe Rogan. No, not LeBron.
Who's the basketball player? I don't know who it is.
I don't know who the basketball player is they're bringing on, but if you get canceled, they're bringing you on, and Joe will have a place to go if Joe needs to, right? But Joe
Okay.
did it all on his own by himself. He did. There's plenty of places for Joe to go, if he does get canceled. But Ray, let's go down. Can we go out to the infinite fringe for a little bit here? I know we don't have Billy Ray Valentine with us, but what if? Can I throw this out to you?
Sure.
What if? You know how there's a lot of unregulated things, right? The government is starting to rein in crypto and a lot of these other things. Now, what are we doing right now? We're in an unregulated business right now, right? Podcasting,
Right.
doing this type of stuff, right? The White House weighed in on Joe Rogan today. What if this is a way for them to you now have to get an FCC license,
right,
and fall under these certain FCC guidelines if you want to be able to do radio, do a podcast, do any type of streaming, anything like that, which, will cut off probably 40 to 50% of people who aren't going to be able to afford that license year out of year, year to year, to be able to pay for whatever licensing fees and stuff they have to pay to be a professional broadcaster on the federal airwaves.
Well, then would they regulate, if they do regulate it? I'm not saying that they should, but if they do regulate it, right? Because this is what happened with YouTube, if you remember, by the way. Because now YouTube is a job. Would this become a job for most people? Like, would you and I be able to quit and just do this show for a living and earn a certain wage per how many people that log on or comment?
Oh.
Just like YouTube back in the day, the first YouTube fucking video was some dude standing in front of an elephant talking about the size of his trunk or his gimmick.
Yeah, but if we're not talking about what they want us to talk about, Ray,
then that's a problem. But just like YouTube, hello. I mean, you see a lot of crazy shit on YouTube, but the people that are making money are people that that YouTube is behind. And PewDiePie, fucking little kid unboxing toys. He was like 11 years old. It's like a billionaire. Come on.
Ray, the world was not meant for globalization. We were meant to live in smaller tribes and to be able to take care of ourselves in those situations. That's why with the whole globalization and them trying to rule us as one, like in a one world government and all that stuff, like especially with COVID, you've seen so many different holes in the narrative and in all these different countries and stuff. Like they've even said New World Order. Like in Australia, they had the thing, you follow the New World Order and you got to get contaminated and all that other stuff, right? So
that's not the way Australians talk.
I know that's not. Sorry, Pierce. I know that's not how. That's
I
more of a
apologize.
British accent.
That's racist.
It's
you lose your
lethal
job
injection.
No.
Hey, mate.
He's Aussie.
That's not a knife.
The Grayson Waller. You talk like this.
But what I'm trying to say basically is that
you're a Dorser.
That people now with social media and the 24-hour news cycle, it's good for them because they can continue their propaganda and things like that. But it's also bad because people are going to get real footage of what's going on, and that's why they have to try to portray it as like fake news and shoot things down that we know is true. Like the mask situation. How many times did they come out and say, "Oh, the mask this, the mask that"? Cloth masks don't work. You don't need to wear. People don't need to be wearing masks out in public anywhere.
Here's the funny thing: how many people have lost their jobs on media, so on and so forth, for saying something like that? And then Joe Rogan was pointing that out, I believe, on that podcast or another podcast, where the shit that people were fired for and chastised for and made fun of, or just basically straight up canceled for. Guess what? After the research was done, it was found to be fact.
Yep.
Found to be fact.
But they lied to you. Just like there was a court case today, or I heard something. I was listening to the Right Opinion Pod, good friend Harrison Bergeron of the show. And he mentioned
very evil.
That the Pennsylvania court basically came out and said, yeah, all the rules that you guys did to help with the voting in Pennsylvania, that was all illegal. Like you guys shouldn't have done that. But it doesn't change anything because they're doing it months after the election is over, when everyone knew when they changed the laws and what it says in the Constitution in Pennsylvania, the stuff was illegal. They changed it anyways, and they lied to you, and then they wait 6 months later to be like, "Oh, we made a mistake, guys." Oh,
Do you get your job back?
Do we get a different president? Please.
I can't wait to give you my top 5.
Please. Can we get another president?
Wait.
Good, this guy. Did you see him walking out today? His wife was leading him by the hand.
Here's the deal, man. Look,
this guy. How are you president, Ray?
I'm gonna be fucking honest with you right now, and honest to everybody out there. I was a little tired. I was a little tired of hearing Donald Trump every day on TV, and he would say the most ridiculous things, the most random things, more random, super random. I mean, the biggest, the most ridiculously random things. Donald Trump. I was tired of hearing his voice. And then you have this dotting old fool stumbling around, being held up by fucking strings and wire and duct tape. And
he's totally a puppet. Marionette.
Well, then you got what I was trying to say there. And I said to myself, man, we do needed a change. And I fucking, just for that fucking split second, I got fucking fooled. Now, I won't tell you who I voted for. See, being fooled and casting that vote are two different situations. I will never tell you that, Trump. But
well, Obama got me. I only, like our good friend Billy the Kid. I've only ever voted once. And
you only voted once?
Hope and Change got me. I voted for Obama over McCain. And then after the first 4 years of Obama, I saw, like, I'm just like, oh, that's the same bullshit that we've had the last fucking 20 years of presidents. Oh, okay. And then I didn't vote, haven't voted since.
The last time I voted that I felt really counted, and I'm not an anti-vote. If you guys want to go out there and cast your ballots, fine. Do what you want to do, man. This is your choice as an American, or if you don't live in America, if you live in a different part of the world.
They give you.
Right. Very good, Colin. But the last election I feel that made any difference was in high school when we voted for prom king and prom queen.
Right.
That was the only one that I thought was probably legit. Even then, the girl that won, the girl that won, I could have swear she was giving hand jobs out to like every single dork.
You know, we're pre-programmed in high school for empty promises from our politicians. You know, every high school president is like, I'm going to change the food in the cafeteria and in the vending machines, and we're going to get, and none of that shit happens.
Yeah, I never had vending machines in my high school. We had little areas in our locker where we would keep our shanks.
Like ribeyes and like beef shanks, lamb shanks?
No. It's like if you well, what you can do is you can get a hanger. You can break the hanger like into a small, like a maybe an 8-inch gimmick.
Do you heat it up till it turns red and then like poke somebody in the butt with it?
Right. I have somebody. I think Billy Ray Valentine is fucking texting me while we're doing the show. What is he saying?
He is. He says he's trying to find the show.
Why don't you send him a link again? Because I sent them the damn link anyway. He says those links don't work, but yet we have 85,000 people in the chat. So Billy Ray Valentine wants to come in and break up our party. But anyway, listen, I want to move away from this, and I want to finish up with our stories of the day with a happy story. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, let's do a happy story. I'm tired of it.
Let's do a happy story.
Happy. Let's do
something happy. Here we go.
Because our top 5 is not going to be very happy.
It's not going to be fucking happy. But hopefully, when we jump into the mail sack, that'll make us happy. Right?
Yes, I love releasing my mail sack.
Okay, here we go. That's disgusting.
It's the next chapter in a penguin love story. That telltale bulge under Skip is the penguin version of a baby bump. Or maybe that's Ping. It's tough to tell these birds apart. But keepers at the Berlin Zoo know this much. Skip and Ping are both male, they're a couple, and now they've been given an egg.
This is perfect.
Zookeepers here say the pair was so eager to become parents, they tried hatching rocks and even a fish. So they knew the two were ready to keep an abandoned egg warm until it hatched and to raise a chick.
The zookeepers placed the egg in front of them and they immediately took it and balanced it on their feet. And it's what they are supposed to do.
Same-sex penguin couples have been observed in the wild for at least 100 years. The behavior,
All right, I'm going to stop it right there. So basically, we have two gay penguins, and they wanted parents.
Did both the penguins, both gay penguins, did they get like 2 months off for paternity leave like Pete Buttigieg did when him and his partner had adopted a baby?
I'm not, I cannot confirm nor deny. But my question is this: were you there, Colin? Was there anyone there? Yes. What? Canada Space. You know what? Let me finish up this show real quick. Hold on. There's more. Hold on.
No surprise to penguin experts who helped their famous English couple, Ronnie and Reggie, celebrate Pride Month. These two ladies
all right.
They celebrate Pride.
Fucking shit. Are you fucking shitting me?
Yes. Oh my god.
Why are you gay?
That is awesome.
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Gay. It's fucking awesome.
That's what that is, Ray. It's fucking awesome.
So, Scott, that's a good question. He asked, so they understand penguins. So here's the deal, okay? You know how we have all these people now that their kids are barely able to talk, and they're like, oh, I believe my son, thinks he's a girl. You know those people, Colin?
Yeah.
And you have these penguins now. I wasn't there. I didn't see the fucking penguins actually trying to sit on an egg or sit on a rock, or maybe they were trained to do so.
Maybe
trained to want to parent this egg, to put, like, they're using. I feel there is a possibility that they are using these penguins. As stupid as it fucking sounds, they're using these penguins to put forth an agenda. So they looked for the penguin's ball sack. Yes. Who was that? That was a brilliant.
That was Canada Spaceman.
As always. So they looked for the penguin's ball sacks. I had to stop.
It's all an agenda, Ray. It's all.
It's so fucking ridiculous. And this is a ridiculously random podcast. And listen, when it comes to an actual gay couple, male or female or whatever, and you want to adopt a child or whatever process it is to take care of a child you have to do, dude, I know two really awesome men that are married and they have twin boys, okay? And dude, they are the best fucking parents ever. Period. They're the best. Now, they made the choice to be a couple. They courted each other. They went on dates. They probably had some sweet butt sex.
Was this the penguins
right,
or your friends?
No, this is my friends.
Oh, okay. I thought we were still talking about the penguins. Sorry.
You know what I'm talking about, right out there, guys? Anyway, but the fact is that they made these decisions on their own. They fell in love. But penguins, I don't know if penguins genetically are made to, because, the animal kingdom is different, right? Isn't it kind of different? Well, maybe not so different. Males are the lazy bastards that stay behind. The women are usually aren't the women usually the hunters and gatherers?
No, they're not.
It's
Usually
the men.
The men are. It's the men.
The men.
Yeah.
Okay.
They want to depopulate the penguins. That's what it is. Thank you, Buckshot Kid. They're trying to depopulate the penguins.
Why would you want to do that? Penguins are fucking awesome. Is that what they did with the woolly mammoth?
So they're talking about dolphins. Did you know that dolphins are extremely horny?
How the fuck would I know that?
Like, apparently Liz does. She said they really are. They rub up against stuff. The only way to get a dolphin off of you when it's trying to hump you, right?
Yeah, you stick your finger in his hole.
No, you have to flog it. If you flog your dolphin, it'll go away.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a great time. As Colin has.
That's what she said. Or he said.
Where's French Spider-Man in all of this?
Aquaman
does have dolphin sex.
What movie was it? I was watching the did you watch Peacemaker with John Cena?
Where they made fun of Aquaman. It's like the first 2 episodes. Yeah, I've seen the first 2 or 3 episodes. Yeah.
Did you like it so far?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's funny.
I think John Cena's pretty good. My wife really enjoyed him. She thinks he's very unattractive, though.
He's I can see it. He's very boxy. Like he's very square. Like if you look at him, like his features, he's very like. There's a lot of straight lines with John Cena.
Like he's got like I guess you call monkey mouth, where the area from his nose to his top lip is a lot longer than most people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so
this
Austin Theory has kind of the same body type as John Cena when John Cena first debuted as like the prototype.
Colin,
no wrestling, no lucha.
You're not supposed to talk wrestling.
Yeah, no wrestling.
Anyway, Colin, I think this is a good time to jump into our next segment of the show. It's been a long time since we've done this.
Do you think Billy Ray Valentine got everything to work?
Can you text him and find out?
I don't know.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the ridiculously random top 5.
It's now the time for our top 5. It's now the time. Yeah. It's now the time for our top 5. It's now the time. Yeah.
It is the ridiculously random top 5. So what we do here, ladies and gentlemen, we pick a topic, and as you can see in the gimmick, or if you follow us on Twitter at YourRandomPod, you can follow me on Twitter at Big Ray Hernandez, and follow Colin at what is it? Colin Wysong,
At
right?
Colin Wysong.
Yeah, no underscore.
At Colin Wysong.
How do you get that wrong all the time? Does anybody else have your name?
Frank. No one has my name. Frank, is this real? Is anything real, Frank?
Is what real? What is he asking? What's real?
I guess the top 5, the theme song. I don't know.
So, 2020 was shit, and as you can see in the teaser, yeah, and you can see in the teaser, I said, "Well, it's still 2020 here and 2022. Not much has changed. It's gotten fucking worse." But I wanted to kind of talk about what you think. Anal beads for life. Yes. See, this is my buddy right here, Mario Hernandez. Anal beads for life. Hashtag anal beads. Put that in the chat.
Hashtag anal beads for life, son.
Hashtag AB. Anyway. So what we're doing is
anal beads. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, Big Ray,
right.
But anal beads that I'm pretty sure Mario purchased at Big Ray's Dildo Emporium. BigRay'sDildoEmporium.com for all your dildo needs, ladies and gentlemen.
Colin.
What?
It shut down.
Proud sponsor of the show.
Shut down in 2020.
No, it's online marketplace, bro.
Nope. It's remember all that money that you guys used on my credit card?
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, I tried to continue Big Ray's Dildo Emporium with Colin's Cock Cabana, and it didn't quite work out.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Because like
people don't want dildos on the beach.
No.
Very sandy.
No. Have you ever? Can I ask you a question, brother? Nobody's gonna watch this, right?
No, nobody's watching right now.
Have you ever had sex on the beach? Not the drink.
In the water.
No, that doesn't count. Ew, in the water. In that salty water with fish flying up your ass?
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
Just like the penguins.
Yeah, but they eat the fish.
Well, and they shove it up their ass too, apparently.
Oh, would you stop with the gay penguin jokes? Gay fucking... Ladies and gentlemen, we kid you not. Gay penguins. Gay penguins. That's it. I want to get a fucking t-shirt with it just says hashtag gay penguins with a picture of a penguin looking confused. just looking like, like Mr. Furley used to look at TV. Remember Three's Company? Oh, you're too young for that shit.
No, I remember Three's Company.
You remember Mr. Furley?
Yeah.
Whenever somebody would say something stupid, he just turned deadpan to the camera. Just a fucking penguin looking deadpan right into your soul. Like, how do they know I'm gay?
Like, hang on, wait. Like these guys?
What are you showing me? Colin's pulling up his shirt and put that shit down. Seriously.
Ray, we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for them. You and me.
Well, the wife hates me. The husband, not so much anymore. I don't think.
I don't know.
Mr. Furley was fucking over.
He was over.
All right, so who did you like better, Mr. Roper or Mr. Furley?
Probably Mr. Furley.
Okay, we could do. You know what? Our next top 5 could be our top 5 Three's Company characters. Oh, fuck who? Yeah, you know what? I'll leave that up there for a few minutes. Anywho, so let's jump into our top 5. So this is not top 5 things that happened in 2020, even though the bulk of the things that I got to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, happened in fucking 2020 for me. But I'm gonna go to you, Colin. And what we do is we go from 5, and then we go to the worst is number 1. So number 1 is the number 1 worst thing that happened, not in 2020, since 2020 up to today. So Colin, what is your number 5?
I mean, all 5 could have very easily have been Joe Biden. But I had to be very serious about this, Ray. And my number 5 is, when I got my job, I started saving some money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I jumped into investing into stocks like AMC. I started investing in the stock market overall. As we discussed at the top of the show, I became a billionaire.
Oh, stop it with the billionaire, Colin.
I became a billionaire, and I
so
lost
let me ask
it
you.
all.
Hold on.
I lost it all, Big Ray. I lost
let
it
me
all.
Let me ask you a question. Let's be serious
Lost it
here.
all.
Let's be serious. How serious do you want to be? Because you
Like
have
a
options.
late period.
So you could be this serious.
No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
Or you can be this serious.
And we serious like a late period.
A late period is incredibly serious. So which one are you?
A late period.
If you were a millionaire or
No,
billionaire, I'm sorry.
It was billionaire. Get it right, sir. That's
number 1.
It's very like billionaire phobic of you to talk like that.
Why didn't you cash out? And why am I still living in this apartment in Brooklyn? You would have bought me a house, right?
You don't cash out. You just screenshot. That's how this works, right?
So you weren't actually a billionaire.
No, it was. There's the proof right there, right? That was
Colin,
my account.
That is not your account.
That was my account. The day that I screenshotted
that meant nothing.
Yes, it did. Then I blew it on these NFTs of these beautiful cats. Look at these cute things. Look at these cute cats. Look, come on, chat. Chat, don't y'all love these cute cat NFTs?
Why is that?
I'm gonna make all of my billions back.
Colin, when have you seen a cat eat a banana? And why does he have an injury?
He looks like a.
Why is he
sad
crying?
too? He's very sad, Ray.
Why is he crying? Because he's eating a banana and has an injury? You fucking idiot.
Oh, that's a Naruto headband. He's a ninja.
You know what? I'm Elizabeth. Yep, she's asking the question. Are you a girl? Jesus Christ. Top 10 butts.
I should have bought WWE. I should have waited.
Don't talk wrestling.
Yeah, sorry.
So what's your number 5?
The jumping into investing in the stock market and crypto. It ruined my life, Ray.
Okay, so I went a different route. I didn't do this personally, but I did a top 5 world events in my mind, which is not wrong. It's different. That really fucked me over, like that would make me sad. And number 5 was a kind of a combo. It was like the beginning, like January of 2020. And if you guys don't remember, if you saw in our beautiful intro here, all these fucking animals in Australia. I'm sorry, all these animals in Australia, just
Australia.
Get
it right.
They all got they all got killed. Yeah, all the kangaroos, all the wallabies. It's just
all the Grayson Wallers.
All the Grayson Wallers. Do we have anybody from Australia today? So no, that was close. But actually, Kobe Bryant, fucking that shit. That was one of the celebrity deaths.
That was a tough one.
That was one of the celebrity deaths that it actually affected me. Like, I felt like, what the fuck? And then they kept showing the picture of him and his fucking daughter. So beautiful, so cute. You know what I'm saying? The kid was she was really good. So then at the moment you hear it, right? Kobe Bryant's dead. His helicopter crash. Come on. You can't front. Like you were like, no.
Yeah, it was a little surreal. Especially
Right?
like I think he's probably one of the greatest legends to die in like his prime, kind of in a sense. I mean, I know he was already retired and everything, but like once you get out of basketball, that's usually when you're starting the prime of your life, because now you're getting to enjoy your family and spend your millions.
It's pretty shitty, man.
It's pretty
so
shitty.
Kobe Bryant's death was pretty bad. What's your number 4?
Number 4? Well, Ray, you remember when we did the Smack Attack together? And for 2020, I was identifying as a woman.
What?
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you don't pay attention to anything, right? So, yes, Liz, to answer your question, I was identifying as a woman, but apparently I made a grave mistake, Ray. I should have identified as a black woman. Then I could be on the Supreme Court, be vice president.
So what's your number 4?
Joe Biden. And well, basically me not transitioning into a black woman. I just transitioned to a normal white woman. I should have transitioned to a black woman. Do you think it's too late for me to change that?
No. You can always do that, Colin.
Okay.
But you know,
So
here's
there's
the
a
one.
chance.
Here's the wonderful fucking thing about society now.
Okay.
Colin, you don't have to change anything. You can just feel like something and be that. Colin, you know our friend A-Track Brown.
Yeah. Trans wealthy. He's the trans wealthiest.
Exactly. Now we both know he's broke as fuck. I mean,
But
he literally eats bologna and white rice for dinner every night.
How is he broke with like 18 women?
Because he has a huge penis.
Oh, that makes sense.
It always comes down to that. You notice with Mario and the Penguins.
The giant penguin cock.
What is this? Canada Spaceman. Oh wait, should I do the breaking news music?
Breaking news music.
All right, here we go. Hold on. We have breaking news from our Canadian correspondent, Canadian Spaceman, with a report. Colin Wysong.
Apparently, breaking news: Polish immigrants just arrived in Ottawa with thousands of Polish sausages and bread for the truckers in Truckistan over there in Canada. We came from communism. We want a free country.
Is this a shoot?
Probably not, Ray. It's okay.
Oh. You know how a Polish guy reads a book?
How?
All right. You have to be watching this. Huh?
Is that like the
I can say that as a black man.
What do you do when a blonde throws a grenade at you, Big Ray?
What?
You pick it up, pull the pin, and throw it back?
That's pretty good. You ever right? We're getting off.
We're getting off. Yeah. What is your number 4, Big Ray?
It's so funny because my number 4 had involved this gentleman. If I can ever find the sound clip here, let me.
Oh, you know the thing.
Know the thing.
My number 4 was when we had when most people, I think a good portion of Americans, and again, this doesn't count for you guys overseas or whoever's listening, Dominicans just got to Ottawa to help unload the trucks and wash dishes. This is what you don't get. Dominicans do not wash their dishes. They just let that shit pile up. You're mistaking them for Mexicanos. And the Puerto Ricans hire them. Anyway, so here's the deal. When we had our glimmer of hope, we thought this country just needed just a little change. And there were a lot of people that were fucking fooled. But the day that fucking old man was sworn in as president of the United States, and then just literally 1 week into watching his presidency, seeing him stumbling over his words, and I could swear Kamala Harris, bro, there was one time, I don't know if you remember this, he was doing the state address, whatever the fuck, when he's talking, my fellow Americans, and he's talking and shit, and his very first time on TV, I could swear I saw Kamala Harris hiding behind the curtain behind him.
Oh my gosh. Wow. It is. I think it is a true story, Ray, about the Polish sausage.
Is it really?
Yes.
Bring it up.
Hang on. This is hilarious. Hang on. No, it's a video.
It's a video. Here we go.
Hang on.
Playing video here. All right, good. Press play. Make it big.
Look what they're bringing in. They're eating better than us. Wow. I wish I was a trucker, man. Bread. Food. That looks like a barbecue right there. Looks like they're going to be eating.
It looks
really
nothing like
well
a barbecue,
for a
right?
really long time.
The barbecue
and we
donuts.
bless them. That is for sure.
And you can get all
Look at
diabetes.
this. Look at all of the provisions. Oh my goodness. And guess what? Everybody is going to want to keep sharing for months and months.
Just dipping donuts?
Oh yeah. My assistant Liz is really eyeing up those donuts.
Oh, she's fucking creepy.
Hi, oh my goodness. Who are you? Yes, I'm Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson. And we're just
don't you know?
what's going on behind the scenes. Who are you?
I'm Bernadette, and we came here with Anna from Toronto. We brought 1,550 Polish sausages for our truckers. We brought some bread and buns and Polish donuts. And you know what? We know that they drive, so we didn't bring alcohol, but should they request some Polish vodka, we're very happy to bring that too.
Oh, I like her now.
That is wonderful. Why did you do this?
Because we
It's
stand
sad they're all
behind
being
them.
called racist.
We come from communist country, and we came here because we didn't want to have oppression. We wanted to live in a free country, and for the last 2 years, we're living like prisoners. We are being told to stay at home. We're told not to go to the restaurant, not to go to the church. I mean, this is unbelievable. During communism times, we were able and free to go to the church. And there were times over here where we couldn't. So I really can't take it anymore. So I'm going to be coming here with the food weekly, bi-weekly, every 2 or 3 days until it ends.
So this is it, everyone. All of these desperate
stop it, Colin.
housewives licking arms.
So first and foremost, that young lady that was talking, she's only 16. She's lived a hard life. The Polish sausages, actually, that's code for they had a truck full of giant Polish men. They were going to be unloaded to have their way with those women, right? So you're saying they were called
They're
racist?
calling it a racist movement, Big Ray. They're saying that it's like a white supremacist racist movement that is going on in Canada right now.
Why? Because they want to bring food to people?
No, it's because they're against the left agenda. So since they're against the agenda that Trudeau is, blackface Trudeau, by the way, is trying to purport, right? The truckers are not having it, right? They're just fuck that, right? So since they think differently, one way to discredit someone in this time, Ray, is you call them racist. If you're racist, no one's going to listen to you. It's like when they used to call Dave Chappelle and Martin and all these people crazy. If you call someone crazy, you can write them off. Now, if you call someone racist, you can write them off.
That's not cool. I don't see any, like, just watching those girls, those ladies. They're girls, actually. They're all like 14 and younger, but they look like they're 40.
Look at this. Buckshot Kid said at truck protest in Alberta, police called the tow truck drivers to haul those trucks, and the tow truck drivers joined the protest.
Wow. So this is a real shoot then.
Yeah, dude, Canada is completely shut down because the truckers aren't working. They're boycotting. Justin Trudeau went and hid in a basement.
Whoa, hold on.
Canada's hat, or sorry, America's hat is way more exciting than most people thought it was.
I didn't know anything about this. You know, I had a story and I totally missed it. Maybe we might want to come back to it later before we jump into the mail sack.
We're still in our top 5, so the trucking thing is very interesting.
That's
it's
really interesting.
Cool topic, yeah.
Because I'm on my top 4. You still have to give your number 4, but you gave your number.
No,
4,
I gave
right?
my number 4. I gave my number 4,
and I gave you my 4. So now it's your number 3. But
we're now number 3.
This is a really interesting thing here. So these women just want to bring meats to the truck drivers, and what did they say that was wrong? She said that they wanted to leave a communist country where they can't even worship God in their church, and they wanted to come to Canada where they thought they could do that, and now they can't. What does this say here?
Prime Minister Blackface, which is Trudeau, is hiding because he's claiming he has COVID after all the vaccines and the boosters.
This is terrible. I tell you, it's still 2020 and 2022. What's your number 3, Colin?
My number 3 is I was gonna say, did I mention stock market manipulation? But I didn't quite talk about that because, you know, as a former billionaire, I would have made my billions back if it wasn't for stock market manipulation, right? And it's funny because now that I've dabbled in a lot of different areas and things, right? Like there's manipulation in sports, right? There's manipulation in the stock market. There's manipulation in the media. There's manipulation in the government. Basically, everywhere you go, there is some kind of institution that has its finger in the pie, and it's looking to screw regular investors like you and I, or just regular people like you and I, at any point that they can, just to make a buck.
It's a fucking shame, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if my number 3 is going to match up to that, Colin.
Nancy Pelosi can insider trade, but you can't. But well, you can follow her. You can follow her picks, though. So if she buys a stock, you can buy that stock. More than likely, it's going to go up because she has control of the bills and the laws.
But the thing is that they're going to get in earlier.
Well, they get in earlier, but they also, I mean, I made some money off of some stocks that she bought. I followed some of her plays.
I wonder how they all know, though.
Insider trading.
Oh, allegedly. Yeah.
What's your number 3, Ray?
My number 3 was close. So this is my personal number 3. Now, I could have gone with the crippling infrastructure bill that was passed that will affect not only my children, not my son Aiden, but his children. All the stimulus checks and the fact that they shut the economy down. Actually, that is my number 3. It was a close second was going to be sports, playing in front of cardboard people. But all jokes aside, bro, our economy just collapsed under the weight of this pandemic. And I think with all these people that were just quitting their jobs and just saying, shit, I'm getting more money staying home, not doing a goddamn thing.
Ray, they said a majority of people finished 2020 with more money in their bank accounts than they did ever before because of the stimulus checks.
Let me tell you something, bro. I work fucking hard. I work a shitty shift, which I'm going to say this again. I've said this 1,000 times on other platforms. Colin, you know I love my job. You know it. I'm always sending you pictures. The people, they legit treat me like fucking family. My buddy Mario, he knows what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They treat us like family. I've said this 1,000 times. They're good people, and I would go to the moon and back for them. But I work hard. And there were times that I knew people. And I also pay child support also. Even, me and my wife, my ex-wife, we get along very well. But, I pay child support. And I also take care of other things on top of the child support mandated by the state. But there were people. And the reason I'm saying this is because there were people that were making more than me weekly after taxes, after taxes. And it was really fucking soul crushing for me. Like, I was legit, Colin, going to work. You too.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know what the deal is. Me and Colin were both going to work every fucking day. Now, we were going to work also. I'm not going to speak for you. I'm going to speak for myself here. I was going to work in the beginning of the pandemic, not really knowing what the fuck was going on, not really knowing how this virus worked. All I knew is that I was seeing people dropping dead in the street in China. Okay. And I knew people were getting very sick. I knew of, I have family and a couple of friends that passed away from this shit early, because you remember this virus was in different stages. The alpha stage, I believe, was the one that was in Wuhan, China, and then that came over very early in 2020. That's the alpha stage. That's the one that people were fucking dying. They put in respirators, and then there was the delta stage, where people were getting sick, but not a lot of people were going to the hospital. Because, and I said this a lot of times, and people are gonna say, "Oh, you're fucking fake news and all this shit." No, in the history of the world, whenever there's a virus or a pandemic, as time continues to move on, the virus does mutate. Like, I believe that there are multiple mutations of this virus, the Omicron, all that shit, but you notice it's getting weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, because that's what happens until it either goes away or it becomes the common cold. Am I off here, Colin?
No, you're not off. You're not off at all.
Okay. Right now, at this point, I personally feel that the people that need to be taken care of are people that are sick, the elderly, people that have been treated for cancer. Get your boosters, get your fucking mask, wear your fucking mask, wear fucking goggles if you want. I don't give a shit. Do whatever you need to do to feel safe. But the moment that people stopped going to work, started collecting checks, while I'm busting my ass, getting on the train every fucking day with fucking dirty homeless people all around me, New York City has turned to shit. Fucking shit. And I dealt with this shit every fucking day. And guess what now? You know what I got? Got a nice kick in the balls. Because now, how much are we in debt right now? Do you have any idea, Colin?
Well, the country as a whole is $30 trillion in debt as of today.
Is that the most it's ever been in debt?
Yes.
Do you think our children or our grandchildren's children are going to be able to see a time where the United States is going to be breaking even after this shit?
Don't worry, Ray. My number 2 wants to inject another like 10 trillion of all that with his Build Back Better program. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my number 2 worst thing to happen in 2020 is Joe Biden, ladies and gentlemen. We covered that a little bit there. How do you have a president that has the mental capacity that this man has, which is why China is going to invade Taiwan and take 92% of the world's production of microchips, and Russia's going to take over Ukraine, all because we have Joe Biden in office who shits himself.
Allegedly.
Shits himself in front of the Queen. The Queen of England.
Can you imagine? She's sitting there. She's like, well, Mr. Biden. I can't do a real English accent, but in the other day we were walking the Mars, and is that shit?
I smell shit. Did you shit your pants?
Does anyone smell shit?
I think that man shit his pants.
So some dude's like, I'm sorry, Your Highness. The President of the United States has just shot his pants.
The thing.
Can we jump to my number 2?
Yeah, go ahead. Is it Joe Biden as well?
No, Joe Biden was back further.
It should have been number 2.
Well,
because he took a number 2 in his pants.
Got it. But my number 2 is clearly the whole George Floyd thing, the murder, which the man was murdered, but it was not what happened to him. And what happened to him was, listen, I know people say he was a bad guy, and some people say he was a fucking saint. Listen, the guy was fucking killed. I watched the video over and over and over again. I don't give a fuck if the guy was struggling. My opinion is that cop should not have had his fucking knee on the guy's neck for like fucking 5 minutes. I may be embellishing a bit.
That was a little too much.
Too much. With that being said, what fucking infuriated me was the people that fucking benefited off of this man's death, and the people that went into the streets, the people that went out and destroyed our businesses in our own hometowns.
You mean those mostly peaceful protests?
Get the fuck out of here.
They were mostly peaceful.
You know,
that's
Mario,
what CNN and the news told me.
You know, Mario has I think he agrees with you. What does it say there?
Ice cream is good for people with dementia and mental health issues. Helps with serotonin and neurons. Actually, it does, which is why Nancy Pelosi also has a freezer full of ice cream. Full of ice cream. It's probably Canada Spaceman. It's probably because like lizards need like lizard people, like lizard aliens, need sugar water stuff. Like you've seen Men in Black, right?
Yeah, of course.
What was he, when he took over that body, he wanted sugar water, right?
You are saying too much. Sorry. Can I get back to hating these assholes?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we have these people, and you know, it wasn't just black people. There were white people there too. They were Latinos. And then apparently they started just punching Asian people in the face.
You know, Asian people are considered white.
Don't tell Whoopi Goldberg, bro.
In school admissions, Asian people are being discriminated against because they're too smart and too successful. You know, Ray, we live in a country where we're told we're racist, but white people aren't the highest earning race in America. It's Indians, Asians. So it's basically Asians because Middle Easterners are technically Asian. So Asians, who consist of yellow skin, white skin, and brown skin people, make the most money in the United States, but we're racist, Ray.
I mean, I know we got the own Latin channel and shit, but I mean, what if I've always wondered this, and I had mentioned this to my mom one time, and my mother doesn't get what I'm saying. I said, Mom, you know, they have BET. What if they came out with WET?
That wet ass pussy?
No.
Oh.
WE, White Entertainment Television.
Oh, it'd be taken off. They technically they had that. It was TNN. Remember the Nashville Network?
Well, technically, yeah. What about the Asian television network or something like that? ATN. You don't get that. I don't know.
That was me watching Iron Chef at like 1 a.m. The Japanese version of. Have you ever watched the Japanese version of Iron Chef?
Yeah, if they cook the food too raw or anything, they get fucking a karate star right to the face.
No, that was Squid Games.
Oh. Anyway, so my number 2 is just the whole BLM movement. It's something that could have been really fucking good, positive, you know. And the fact that, you know, I heard Joe Biden say something along the lines, and I'm gonna paraphrase that, and I'm sorry I don't have the soundbite with me, but he says something along the lines of that George Floyd's death was a much bigger deal than the death of Dr. Martin Luther King. And that made me emotionally sick.
Remember, if you don't vote for Joe Biden, you're not black.
Dr. King, man, that man changed this world, dude. Like, really. Like what he stood for, what he preached.
And there's not an agenda, Ray. There's not an agenda.
I don't understand.
There's not an agenda.
God, I hope the mail sack brings this back up. What's
your
number 2?
It should. Well, we're on the number 1, actually, Ray.
No,
it's our number 1.
Yeah.
Number 1 is COVID.
Yeah, that's my number 1 too.
And it's because I have to go to work, and I have to have people yell at me about not wearing a mask.
I'm gonna put mine on right now.
And why? How are you preparing my food and not wearing a mask? I told a lady. I looked a lady dead in the face, Big Ray, and I told her. I said, "Ma'am, I highly doubt that." I think I said no one has gotten COVID from their food. You fucking idiot.
No. The heat kills the COVID.
How are you not wearing a mask, breathing over my food? Bitch, we've been making your food for thousands of years without fucking masks on.
Yeah. Well, is this still a thing? Let me take this fucking thing off my face. Is this still a thing that people still believe that if you touch a fucking door, you get COVID?
Yes.
Has that been denounced?
Yeah,
by
they
science?
pretty much said it doesn't live on. Oh, the science. Oh, that should have been my number one. Everybody going around saying that you have to trust the science.
I trust in the Lord. That's the one I trust. That's who I trust in. Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen.
Can that meteor hit us? Can that meteor hit us already, please?
You know, sometimes I wonder, and this is a conversation we could have for another day, maybe next week. But I know I'm going a whole fucking different. But remember how the world really started fucking changing after 2012?
Mm-hmm.
Like really, a lot of things fucking. We could go back and see how things really fucking did a whole paradigm shift after 2012. And there is a theory that we are all we're all existing in an alternate universe because the world did end in 2012. It's just we got shifted, and it's very interesting. I would love to bring somebody on to discuss that. So, Colin, who books the guest here?
Jersey Mike.
Jersey Mike. Does he still work here?
Yeah, you hired him back, right?
Colin,
you didn't hire Jersey Mike back.
Colin, he was fired. Pretty sure about 3 episodes into the show.
Oh, okay. Well, you sure we can't bring Jersey Mike back?
No.
Why not?
We need somebody to book guests for us. So
okay, I guess I'll do it.
Well, you can do that too. But I was going to say, if there's anybody in the chat that's interested in being a part of the street team and helping us book interesting guests, because what we can do is instead of doing stories, for the first half of the show, or we can do our top 5 or whatever the fuck, and then we can interview a guest. We'll figure it out.
Oh, we should have Sonic the Hedge Rat on the show.
What does this say? What does he say there?
He said, "I dare COVID to run up on me," and this was Chris Redd doing Eric Adams on SNL.
I don't watch Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live hasn't been good since 1998, maybe 97. Anyway,
Lawrence,
Colin?
you haven't missed it yet. We're getting to the mail sack.
Yeah, and here's the fun thing.
Most fun part of the show.
Hey, Lawrence, here's the fun thing. See, we don't, after the show is done, you can just rewind it because we're staying up on YouTube. This is a free show here. If you're watching it on HMG, if you're watching it on the Big Vito brand, if you're watching it here on the Ridiculously Random Podcast channels, it's going to stay up. It's free. It's free. Colin, it's free.
It's free. Free 99.
So, ladies and gentlemen, every single week, we ask you guys to shoot us an email. Colin, are you working on that overlay?
I am working on an overlay, yes, sir.
So while you do that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the random mail sack. Here we go.
Milsack. Milsack. Milsack.
All right, Colin, this is your gig here.
No. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the first edition of the Ridiculously Random Mail Sack. Make sure you get your emails into the mail sack with your top 5s each week, or just whatever you want to email the show. It can be ridiculous, it can be random, it can be whatever. Make sure your email.
If you have nice breasts, please send those.
Yeah, send us pictures of your jugs.
Sure.
Or
give them your email. You can send your pictures of your penis to Colin.
No, just jugs.
Yes.
Your randompod@gmail.com. Now that is 2 R's. Canada Spaceman in the chat only did the 1 R. Like your random pod. It's your randompod@gmail.com.
All right. That's why we capitalize the letters.
Yeah. That's why we do that. All right. Well,
sorry about that.
getting through all of this spam here, we actually only have one email.
You got to be fucking shitting me.
One email, Big Ray. It's okay. It's okay.
God
We have
damn
two
it.
emails, but I'm going to read you the one, okay?
Ah, damn it. Hey, guys, you know, let's just say it's fucking sad. I've been promoting this shit for like 3 weeks, and one goddamn email.
See, y'all made Ray like my NFT.
You know what?
All he needs is a banana,
We'll do
and
it
he would
live.
look like this cat right now.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do
You're
it
so
live.
sad,
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All right.
And thing sucks.
God damn it, Bill Riley. All right. Our first and only email. Actually, we got two emails. I'll read the second one. Our first email and the official email comes from Hey Shug.
Oh,
our
shit,
good friend Sherry Sims.
Mm.
Hey guys, it's about damn time y'all got back behind the mic. I have missed y'all so much. There is no need to post the top 5 worst things. The only one thing that matters is my number one bad thing is y'all not being around.
Oh.
I have been miserable without y'all.
Right.
As a welcome back gift, please enjoy this picture of my jugs. Hugs and kisses, Sherry.
She sent a picture of her jugs?
She did. Y'all ready to see? Y'all, one's in the chat. If you want me to put a picture up of Sherry's jugs,
they gotta be beautiful.
Two's in the chat if you want me to put them up, because we'll probably get kicked off of YouTube once we.
Hold on.
Ray has not seen her jugs yet. Oh, everybody. Oh, that's that's us. We're voting.
Oh, Buckshot Kid won.
Buckshot Kid wants to see some jugs. Canada Spaceman does not want to see jugs.
No, he does want to see jugs. Remember 12.
Well, 12. Yeah, either way.
What does that mean?
Show the damn boobs from Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right, go ahead.
We're building suspense. We're building suspense. You ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Sherry sent us a picture of her jugs. Ladies and gentlemen.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
This is a fucking waste of my time.
What?
She does this so it's like, remember the time she said, hey, you want to see my fucking clam?
She sent us a picture of a clam?
Then the fur burger.
And the fur burger? Yeah, the fur burger was pretty cool.
What's the next? What?
Oh
the
my
fuck?
gosh.
Holy shit. I don't
Holy
have
shit.
Hold on. I do have an
breaking-
intro
you have-
song for him. Hold on. I have an intro song. Ready? Here we go.
It's not the official.
This is good. Go ahead. Do the intro.
Works. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Infinite Fringe. It's a sex god. It's none other than Billy the Kid. Lay Sex God is in the building.
So
he's been watching from behind the scenes.
I'm doing homework while I was watching, listening, and I heard you guys were showing jugs, so I had to show up for that.
Do you want to see him?
You're gonna show your jugs? Don't do that.
Do you like them?
They're very nice.
You know, I think the right jug is bigger than the left jug.
Very
Can you tell?
translucent. Look like jellyfish jugs.
They do.
I dig them. I like them. Revolutionary. What's up, guys?
Not much. What is your number one worst thing to happen in 2020 or since 2020?
Give us your top 5. Fuck it. Just roll them off your tongue. Top 5. Give us 5 things that have sucked since 2020.
I'll just skip straight to number 1. I don't know if I have anything else. The vaccine mandates. That's the worst thing ever.
Are you eating?
I agree.
I was having some donuts.
No, not right now. I'm saying in general.
Oh, are you with the truckers?
What the fuck?
Yo, Billy the Kid's with the truckers in Canada. He's eating Polish donuts.
Well, they have a ton of them in one of the trucks. You know they're not here on the shelves; they're on the truck. So I dug in.
He's eating Polish donuts. You know what that sounds like?
That's what she said. Or he said.
If you're a gay penguin.
Do you like to get... So what I was asking you, Billy Ray Valentine.
What's up?
If you were eating, bro, you look like you lost even more weight than last time.
Oh my God, dude, please stop.
¿Tú estás comiendo? Hijo.
I'm about to
Hijo,
get off.
¿tú estás comiendo? You eating?
What
You're not
happened to
eating.
Spanish.
You look like you lost even more hair than the last time.
You can see
It's
down
on
my
my
pants.
chin. It's on my chin now.
You can see down my pants.
No.
Oh, the worst thing that. So you think the COVID mandates are the worst thing?
Yes.
You don't think people playing baseball in front of cardboard was bad?
No.
Okay. So what's going on, buddy? I mean, we didn't expect this.
Well, I have to go back and do homework, but I just wanted to see the jugs. That's all.
Yeah, but we didn't really get jugs. 2 fucking glass
I
bottles.
saw some jugs. I don't know about you, but I saw some jugs.
Billy, put your shit over.
I ain't got nothing to put over.
No, put over. What are you doing?
I'm leaving. Take it easy,
No,
guys.
don't leave. Wait, don't leave.
Billy Kid's going off into the there he goes. Off to the fringe. Oh, it looks like we've got more entries into the email address. Let's see. Big Ray. We've got Canada Spaceman. The title of his email is "Does this work?" ? And then in the body it is "Does it?" ? Does it?
The fuck are you talking about, Colin?
That's Canada Spaceman's email. His subject is "Does this work?" And the body of his email says "Does it?" ?
I'm gonna jump it. I'm gonna jump into Gam Wolfer's fucking top 5. Number 5, MLB and another lockout. Number 4, streaming price hike. Very true. That one kind of fucking sucks. They got us with that one. That's why I still have cable. Number 3,
it's still the same.
Dude, number 3, I forgot about this. The great toilet paper crisis.
Oh yeah.
No, there was not a one clean ass or one clean asshole for miles. Number 2, Gwyneth Paltrow's exploding vagina candles.
Mm-hmm. You didn't hear about those?
Well, you ordered a few.
Mm-hmm. They didn't explode.
That's so cute. You have a big brush for your big beard, and I have a little brush for my little beard.
They didn't explode, Ray. They just squirted when I got my hands on them.
Yeah, okay. Would you stop? Anyway.
Will you stop?
And number 1, the fall of the NFC East. Really? That's the worst? That's pretty bad, though, dude.
He's a big NFC East fan. Well, Ray.
Yo.
We've got another email here. Scott Woodford.
Oh, very well hung, man. Very, very good. Very evil.
He just sent
Very
this.
nice.
He said, breasts, big or small?
So here's a funny thing. Do you want to answer this first? Because I have a little bit of a longer answer.
I mean, I guess it just depends. I don't like them too big. Like I think just right, right in the middle.
So I've had women with huge breasts, but had lovely shapes. You know, like when they laid on their back, the breast would kind of stay up a little bit. You know, you wouldn't be licking on them, and you get like a underarm deodorant on your tongue. And then I've had some women that had some nice perky. They call them champagne glass breasts. Quite lovely. But then I've had I've had the flat pancake hangers. I've had a couple that look like 2 socks carrying wet oatmeal. So size doesn't matter to me. It's the aesthetic of the breast. I don't like the veiny ones. You ever had
like
those
veiny ones?
No,
No.
It's got the whole fucking street map, like the whole. Remember MapQuest?
That is what these jugs are missing.
What's that?
The veins.
Put those things away. Nobody cares about that.
Sorry. Now Scott did add an attachment to his email.
Cool.
Big Ray. He sent jugs. There's some jugs for you.
Who is that?
I don't know who that is, but she's wearing a captain hat. So apparently,
Scott,
she's
dude, is that your wife, dude?
We're gonna call her Captain Jugs.
Bro, don't tell me that's your wife. Please tell me you did not send us a picture of your wife in her bra that we just put up on the internet all over the world. Jeez, fucking dude.
You'll never know what you'll get at them.
Big Ray, you missing out, bro. Low key undercover. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I don't like veiny tits. Sorry. With that being said, Colin, I think it's time.
Well, her
to go
tits,
home.
the girl's tits were over. Apparently, Canada Spaceman likes them.
Oh, you like the flabby gimmicks, the pancake gimmicks, the ones where the nipples point straight down? It says, hey, it shows where you're supposed to stick it in.
It's fucking awesome.
I remember I had this one young lady, and whoa, Elizabeth sent hers.
Uh-oh.
You sent your boobs?
Let me refresh. refresh.
Ah, god damn it.
All right.
Not her tits. God
damn it. No, we got excited for nothing. It's her top 5. Number 5, Cleveland Browns fall apart.
Okay.
This one kind of strikes hard to me. I'll have to break out my Cleveland Indians hat. Number 4, Cleveland Indians become the Cleveland Guardians.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's terrible. I hate that.
That really sucks. There's no attachment with her breast.
No, she didn't leave the attachment. Number 3, no toilet paper or Lysol wipes.
That sucks because I use Lysol wipes all the time, even before the pandemic.
Yeah.
I just love this. I love so when I wake up in the middle of the night, just so you know, sometimes you ever get the scatter piss? Colin, do you know what I'm talking about, the scatter piss?
Yes.
Where it's like you want to piss right in the toilet, but it's fucking shooting to the left,
Going all over the place. Yeah.
A little bit on your knee and shit, you know, and I have a Lysol wipe right there, clean everything up, throw it in the wastebasket. The wastebasket smells great. Toilet smells great. You know, I leave it on my knee and I go back to bed.
Look, everybody's sad about Liz trolling them in the chat.
It's fine.
I love it. I love it. It's
Liz,
okay.
keep
trolling.
Keep them wanting more.
Yeah. Number 2, People Magazine cursing Betty White.
That did suck. That did fucking suck, bro. That was bad.
And then let's see. Oh, look, that's why you should piss in the tub.
Why would I piss in the tub?
Then because you have a wider, instead of the smaller of the toilet bowl, you have a wider.
But then I get soap on my
to
feet.
aim
I get soap on my feet.
No, you don't have to stand in the shower. You stand outside and pee into the bathtub.
Now, do I run the water?
Like the troughs at the New York Giants stadium.
Now, do I run the water, or do I just leave the piss to kind of like
go down the drain by itself?
Yes, so that when Jen comes in the morning to do her hair, it smells like dirty back alley in the bathroom.
Get your homeless experience in. And Ray, her number 1 might not be what you think it is. Lizbeth being a Cleveland fan, her number 1 is the Cincinnati Bengals going to the Super Bowl.
That's the worst thing.
What's the worst thing? Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, man. Who do you think's gonna win?
Oh, I think the Rams are probably going to kill him.
You know, there's something about that quarterback. What's the Cincinnati's quarterback name?
Yeah, but there's something about having a tough defense and a better offense.
But the pressure's not on the Bengals. The pressure is on the Rams.
Not really.
I don't know, man. I think these kids are gonna fucking shock the world, dude.
But yeah, I have to agree with Lawrence here.
I can't read that. My
It says Bengals going to get boat raced and not be in the Super Bowl again for another 30 years.
That's not nice.
Ray, have you not seen the supposed conspiracy and fixes in about the game?
No, explain.
Okay, so you know the LA Rams just built SoFi Stadium, right?
Why not?
Okay, so they have to kind of pay off SoFi Stadium. They just put all this money into SoFi Stadium. They want people to buy tickets. The NFL actually turned down Cincinnati's request for them to be able to show the game in the Cincinnati stadium so that the Bengals fans could go to the stadium and watch it like in the stadium.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people that have said, like, look at the money and the expenses that they put in moving LA to Los Angeles with the SoFi Stadium. They got to make their money back on that investment. And what better way to do it than to have the LA team be in the LA Super Bowl in the new LA arena to help recoup some of that money that may have been, spent on building that giant. And especially because a lot of people said, look at how Patrick Mahomes played in that second quarter against the Rams compared to how he played in that first quarter.
I don't believe that, bro. I think people look too deep into shit. Stop.
I believe it.
Can I? Is anything else in Liz's email? Any other emails?
No, that was it. No, there's no hidden attachments with her jugs.
I want to leave you guys with this.
Fur burger.
There's a quick story that we both we left out here earlier today, and I just want to give you a quick list of X-rated most Pornhub obsessed cities revealed, and New York isn't one of them. Would you like to know who some of the top Pornhub people are?
West Virginia's got to be one of them, right?
Not even close.
Not even close.
Nope.
California.
Nope.
Florida.
London.
Oh, this is worldwide.
Yeah.
Oh,
cities worldwide.
Okay. London.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be one in Japan. No, there's not one in Japan. France is not. Oh, France is on there.
Paris.
Wow, that's kind of shocking. I mean, it's
Right
not
there.
what it is. Spain on the list.
Well, New York's on the list.
New York is on the list.
Yeah, it's
They're
not
just
number
really
one.
Far down the list.
Milan.
Okay, Italy, I can see that. Yeah.
Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, I can see that.
Whacking the wallaby.
Flogging the dolphin.
Flogging the dolphin. Rome, Houston,
I can
Texas.
see Rome too.
Those are your top
bathhouses.
cities. Oh, Los Angeles comes in a distant. Yeah. Oh, Sydney, Australia. Oh, and Melbourne. Damn, Australia's on this list like 3 times.
They got nothing better to do.
I wonder if they look at the kangaroos all weird.
Their national treasure, Grayson Waller, went to NXT, so they don't have anything to do in Australia now.
Yeah. Oh, listen, this has been fun, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted our first show to be a longer show. I think we'll trim it next week. Maybe not so many stories. Would you put that shit away?
Oh, sorry. I was a billionaire, Ray. Can you believe that?
You were not a billionaire.
It was like 20, 30 minutes. And then I bought some NFTs.
Anyway,
well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. You can follow us on, you see the social media down there. Big Ray Hernandez on Twitter and Instagram, and also at Colin Wysong on Twitter and Instagram.
Do you have an idea of what our top 5 will be next week?
What do you think?
I don't.
Hey, you know what? Since we're here, chat, can you give us an idea? We've got 3 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, we got 2 minutes. What's a good idea for your next top 5? Our next top 5. What do you think? Any ideas, Colin, for you?
Let's see. Top 5 places you would want to be quarantined in. No. Let's see. Top 5 shows you streamed since COVID. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Tiger King's gonna be there.
Top 5 Super Bowl halftimes. That'll be timely for next week, I think.
You know what?
Oh, actually, it's not next week. The week after next, I think. No,
so
next
maybe
week,
we do
next weekend.
So then the next show we do this one, right? The top 5 Super Bowl.
I wonder. Top 5 porn stars.
Not a fucking honky. Spanish, Latino.
So top 5 porn stars, Ray. I might be able to get a Hall of Fame porn star on the show.
You
ever heard of Jasmine St. Clair?
Oh fuck yeah!
I might try to see if we can get Jasmine St. Clair. She followed me today.
Hey guys, would you like to get Jasmine St. Clair onto this show? Well, she'll show us her jugs, right?
Not live on Twitch.
God damn it.
Or YouTube. But you can go to YouPorn and probably find her boobs.
All right, so I want everybody right now to look her up and tell us if you want her to be on the show. Top 5 white butts. Top 5 porn movies. Oh, you guys are wonderful. Top 5 things in COVID times? Best things in COVID times. I got married in COVID times.
Top 5 drugs to do for the upcoming WrestleMania.
Meth.
You're going to need it to get through 7 hours of show.
Just meth 5 fucking times in a row. All right. I think we have a pretty good idea of what we might do in the next couple of weeks. This is fantastic. Yes, Canada.
We've got less than almost 10 seconds left.
Well, actually,
maybe Veer will come next week. on the Ridiculously Random Podcast here at twitch.tv Ridiculously Random Pod and at the YouTube channel.
Peace out.